We're here at William Penn University to get some experiences and insights on student life and some faculty, so let's jump right into it. This is kind of a broad question, but how has your experience so far been this year at William Penn?
It has been a really good year. You know, each year since the pandemic, it feels like it's gotten a little bit more normal, and this really feels like the first full school year that has just felt completely pre-pandemic normal.
It's been really good. Our team shot well. Our coach is really encouraging. The school supports us really well, so I've really enjoyed it. It's been a little tough with classes, but other than that, it's been great.
I've had a very good year. I think the attitudes have been upbeat. Things have gone well. I've had good classes that I've taught. It's been good.
That's good.
For me, it's been a really fun year because this is my first year as a staff member versus being a student. So it's been really fun to make that transition and kind of use my experiences as a student to help make the student experience here even better.
This year specifically has been a little weirder because, you know, living off campus, but as far as like Penn and like the staff goes, I love it here. I love the teachers here, the professors here, and yeah.
I would say my experience this year has been positive. We've had some difficulties as far as some experiences and different things like that, but I think with the team and the employees that we have here on campus, we've overcome them, and I don't think that the students probably realize that there was an issue, so I think it's been very good.
It's always a good thing that they don't
Yes.
even know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've only been here since February, so I guess I've been here, 3 months?
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
But I'm really enjoying it so far, and I feel like I'm back home even though I was never home here before.
Well, me personally, this is my first year here as a freshman. And when I first came here, I was like, this is a very chill and nice place. Like, it's a very perfect environment. And, you get to meet people from all over the world. And, yeah, like all the sports, they support each other, including the basketball game, which was my favorite moment this year. The toilet paper game. Like,
Oh, yeah.
when one of the team makes the basket, then, everybody just start throwing toilet paper. And that's something I'm never going to forget. But overall, William Penn, it's a very great and perfect school.
Nice.
Yeah, just the balance. Just trying to find that is kind of the most difficult thing. But other than that, it's very easy, and the professors pretty cool about working around our schedule of shooting because we shoot a lot. So,
is there anything you think that Penn could improve on, to help students as a whole or the campus as a whole?
The cafeteria. That's about it.
Yeah.
They got new tables, but the food's the same. So.
The food in the caf, because I don't actually eat in the caf. I used to, earlier in my earlier years, but not anymore. But I know they changed around the furniture and whatnot, but that don't really mean much. The food is still bad, So
Yeah.
maybe the food, I would definitely say.
Well, overall, breakfast food, I give that a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, breakfast is good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I think in general, and actually you're dealing with some of this, communication is an issue. Because we get posters up and we have announcements, but we don't always get information out like we could, and I don't know what the answer is to that.
I think there's always room for improvement. I think it might be more of a collaborative thing where we get maybe small groups together and talk about different things that we could do or get together and see what they would like to do.
Where do you think that we can kind of build up more to get more people to show up to those events? I know we have a lot of events going on, there's always stuff going on, but how do we get more involvement from students?
If you had the answer to that, that would kind of be the magic bullet as far as that goes. Every event draws students for different reasons, and so I think more than trying to always get more students there, we're trying to get more students involved in the planning process.
Yeah, I'm kind of going off that in my capacity is helping with student life events, creating more student life events, doing more things. I think this year is the most events I've seen on campus, and I just want to keep creating new ones that students want to go to. So I always want to know what students want to do. So if anyone's watching this and wants to tell me an event you want to do, please let me know.
And join CAB.
I mean, they can improve the culture more, to make people more excited more funner activities, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like have like a pool here, but that is a lot of money. But at the same time, you gotta have a pool here. Like everybody gonna want to have fun in a pool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you go to very many campus events around campus?
I do go to quite a few. I go to a lot of sporting events when I can. There's so many now that you can't get to them all. I try and get to some of the fine arts events. I missed the play last weekend because I had some of my own kids' things going on, but I try to make it to whatever I can, yeah.
I do. Not all of the events, obviously, but a lot of the extracurricular, different various art stuff. That's fun.
Yeah. Do you think they're like worth checking out for most students to go to, or like is there some things they can improve on for that?
I think the more the better. So I think they're definitely worth checking out. There's lots of fun free things. I think that's good, but the more the better.
I think with the implementation of the texting that we do for the students, I think that's helping the process. So, and I do think that Residence Life does a good job as far as marketing it and getting it out to the students. Probably the demographic that we're missing the most are probably the non-traditional students that come off of campus that don't know what's actually happening on.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about the water balloon fight that was happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like when they see students doing that, instead of getting them in trouble for that, maybe like obviously that's something that, you know, they find fun, and that's like, you know, that's their version of fun.
Could you tell us like a little bit about what happened with that?
So I wasn't actually a part of it. I just know that it was mainly, I think it was between like Market and Elts. Like they kind of split off into teams, but and then they really all throughout the entire week had big buckets of balloons, and they would just, anytime they see each other, they hit each other with blue, really, like, but.
And campus was kind of like trying to stop that?
Yeah, so, which doesn't make sense because it's water. But I get, like, you know, the balloon little pieces might get, you know, all over the place, but they did try to put a stop to it. But I think if they were to do stuff like that, like, you know, events outside, especially, like, the sand volleyball court, have a, you know, a sand volleyball game, something, especially since the weather is getting nicer and it's not as cold out, I think students would be way more engaged into things like that.
I'd like to see us develop more of sort of a variety of intramurals, which doesn't always have to be athletic. There are other sorts of things, video games, tournaments, ping pong, pool. There are things we could do that'd be a little outside the box. Coaches get a little antsy about having their student athletes get hurt. Decades ago, when I was in college, 40 years ago, I was involved with some athletics, also with some music things at my small college. I make it to a lot of athletic events, but I'm also an old music guy, and I would love to see us be able to continue to develop more fine arts on campus. Just make it a more well-rounded campus feel.
Any last thoughts at all about anything?
That it's been a wonderful year. It's hard to believe it's almost over and that summer's almost here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot.
Have
Thank
a great
you.
summer, you
Yeah,
guys.
too.
Thanks.